Hey everyone! Ancient Chinese temples are way more than just buildings. They're special sacred places. For hundreds of years they've shown us China's spiritual history. Think of them as bridges between our world and the sky, where people believed gods and ancestors lived. Temples were super important in ancient China. People went there to pray and give gifts to the gods, hoping for good luck and answers. Temples were also like community centers. Everyone came together for festivals and parties. But temples weren't just for spiritual stuff. They were also like libraries and schools, where smart people studied and talked about big ideas. Building a temple was a huge job. Skilled workers used old ways to make these amazing buildings. These temples still stand today, showing us how awesome ancient Chinese builders were. Ancient Chinese temples are famous for their cool designs. They mix art and symbols in a really neat way. Every little detail from the big roofs to the tiny carvings has a special meaning. Look at those curved roofs with the tips pointing up. They're not just pretty, they're like reaching for the sky. And see those mythical creatures on the roofs? People believed they kept bad spirits away. Temples are usually built in a symmetrical way with courtyards and halls along a center line. This shows balance and order, like the Chinese idea of harmony. Even the building materials are important. Strong, beautiful wood was often used. Stone carvings, murals, and colorful paintings on the walls told stories from myths, history, and Buddhist teachings. All of this made temples feel awesome and inspiring. Temples weren't just quiet buildings, they were busy places full of life. Special rituals and ceremonies happened inside, connecting people to the gods and their ancestors. Incense filled the air as people prayed and gave gifts. The chanting of monks and the beat of drums made it feel really spiritual. Festivals, timed with the moon's cycle, brought everyone together to celebrate. Temples were also important for learning. Monks and scholars studied Buddhist writings, calligraphy, poetry, and martial arts. What they learned shaped Chinese thinking, stories, and art. Temples were also places to hang out, see shows, and shop. The courtyards were full of people, showing how daily life and spirituality mixed together. All over China, tons of temples show us the country's amazing history and culture. Each temple has its own special story. The Temple of Heaven in Beijing, with its awesome blue roofs, shows how grand imperial China was. It's where the emperor performed important rituals. Up in the mountains, the Foguang Temple is a World Heritage Site with amazing Buddhist statues and a really old wooden hall. The Hanging Monastery, built on a cliff, is a super cool example of smart building. It looks like it's floating in the air. These temples and many more are still amazing to see. They remind us of the power of faith, how skilled ancient Chinese builders were, and all the cool traditions that make China special.